So hello everyone and welcome back to some more Yakuza 0 here with Kiryu and Kire and Twitch and everything. Welcome from in the Twitch and later on in YouTube as well. Yes, that's what I usually say. But yeah, I almost already again without recording continued to actually go into the business immediately and everything, but hey. Let's now check the business, but yeah, I was indeed talking that at least go a little bit forward with the business. We can at least get one more zone, then we're a step closer to where we want to be. And after that, we'll see. I do have to go and solve that trouble. Alright, but yeah, there wasn't really anything else I could even do in here yet. But yeah, the electronic skiing area, if I can get that tonight, would be cool. So, it's not far, at the very least. So it should be very plausible to try to do. Yep, we're coming along with the electronic skins. Definitely. I think the trouble was like over here, right? I think. We'll check. Yep. Same place as always. I don't know why they always have the troubles always in the same place, but they really like to just do it always in the same place. Talk. Yes. 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 Yes, you need to stop. We won't be pushing our luck. We need to just crush you guys. You will probably... I know that you guys are always a little bit tougher, so... You will probably be a little bit of an annoyance, but... But let's at least try to get a good start. That's a decent start. Getting at least some more HP from this guy down. I'm stuck on plants. Now, need to get out of there. Unfair. Unfair. Too fast. Well, at least getting one guy almost out of here. See ya! See ya! Oh well. I should probably really check the fact of how exactly was the... I do need to see anyway more of those finishes, like how do I do finishes with some of those other things while they're down and everything. So much to do. But yeah, I need to actually check what the targeting button is, because I've never used it, and I know that in a lot of games I usually am not good with... I usually do better when I don't target, but maybe I should try to learn to use it. Definitely would be better for the future and more maybe skillful specifically, rather than just me doing things just like I do, but of course we'll see. I don't know if I will learn to use it well. You have the devil's luck. Do we? Do we? Jackpot. Yes, able to solve the problem. Yes, so many ways to not kill someone, yes. What would I lock on? Lock on, is that a shift or is that an arrow? That's the problem. Is that a shift or is that an arrow? It's a shift. So okay. It's not too bad of a location for the lock on if I learn to use it. I definitely did not remember that there was a lock on that button. So right. Yes, apparently shift. So maybe next time. Maybe next time I can do better with that then. I don't really care about you guys, but whatever. Oh yeah, and they are tougher, of course, like they are at the moment, so... Okay, so it doesn't, like, specifically just go against one. It does allow that a lot easier, though. It's a little bit different targeting than what I would imagine it to be, though. Thinking this might work better, yes. Not necessary exactly, but definitely allows you to just do a small little shift. I was just trying to look for some cool stuff, as in if I can do some cooler finishing for you when you go down. You're still not down, man. What's wrong with you? But yeah, of course, definitely. But like, if I think about Dark Souls, where you target into a very specific individual and it's just like overall the camera and everything seems a little bit different. In there I especially usually just did better when I didn't try to target. It was necessary for a few cases, but generally speaking it felt easier for me without the target. Here it definitely seems like it is probably a lot smarter way to play. But hey, we'll see if I remember to always use it. I'll try to learn to use it. I'll try. I can promise that much. I'll try my best. Is the volumes, by the way, relatively okay? I tried to at least put the game volume a little bit lower because I know that Yakuza is always louder than Tyranny, and when I increased the volume for Tyranny it was like, well... Good evening, hyvää iltaa tajunta. Welcome to stream for you too. I hope your weekend has been a good one. Is this done yet? Like, I'm almost feeling like I'm a kid who is like, are we there yet? Money battle! No! We did it. Volume is okay. Good. Good. Okay, so let's see. What's our stuff like in here? Oh yeah, I can never ever see anymore when I do that. Like my mouse. I can't see my mouse, which is really annoying. Really would hope that it wouldn't disappear, but money bottles always take it away. They can okay do it still, so sure, just start collecting once again. What places did I need in here? From the businesses anyways. Let's check. Business. That's what I was looking for. Pachinko Aloha. I wonder where that is. Pachinko Aloha. Well, there's just one place I'm missing somewhere to have the maximum shares. I wish that the collection from the one place is also going to be done soon. Being good school and stuff. My school properly starts tomorrow, so of course won't be having a really long stream, like probably the 3 hours or so. And yeah, sneaky pachinko indeed. But of course for us the school also starts with Colopred first, as in we through the internet sessions, the few first classes at least, or 2 first days are completely in the internet. Of course then there's on Wednesday we actually have properly school, because well, it's not like certain nurse skills can be exactly taught through just internet course, so then it will be school time properly. I need to still do some mathematics and stuff. Okay, payout is at least done here. Cool. So then looking into here, yes, invest a little bit. could invest in this place. Oh yeah, it was the bowling hall that we gained after all this much bowl that we're investing in here. Oh yeah, I forgot to look into our staff. Actually, this is the one night that you probably don't need my help. So, good. Yes, extremely good work. 1 night out of 5. So, yes, so good. So good work. Amazing. Okay, and then all of these places. So slowly. Learning to draw blood over the internet. Yeah, it wouldn't really work out very well. Wouldn't work out very well. Just think about like not even having properly practiced it and then going immediately into work practice. Like, yeah, maybe a no. And our next work practices are even like already surgical, for example, and sisäelintaudit. What is that called? Well, there can be cancer and other like inner body diseases, so to speak. I don't know how it should be otherwise said in English. Those are going to be our 2 next pretty short work practices. After all, I don't think I will ever actually go into surgical because that's a little bit too stress to be actually that much like life and death situations and everything. So that's a no-go. Like I did really enjoy the previous place, which was also in the hospital after all, but that's just going a little bit too far, going actually into surgeries and surgical and everything. Yeah, it is. It's so weird. Like, I didn't realize how the nurse training in a sense is, because it's like first year you have of course the first one is just in the elder care place and so on and forth to get some of the basics. Okay. Then the next one could still be in the elder care place if you really want it to be. A lot of people were. But it can be in some different places too, like I was in the hospital. I already got some training that I specifically wouldn't have needed to get at that point, but on the other hand it gives a good like forward situation of already knowing a little bit more about those things. But then of course a lot of things that just didn't manage to do, but mostly the normal stuff like measuring blood pressure, blood sugar levels, of course, are very simple ones. But then I did also, after all, mix, because that's not something we specifically learned in school, but I was able to learn in that place, mixing the antibiotics and giving them through the, what was it called? IV. Giving them through the IV. I didn't make any IVs, but that's what we're supposed to learn this year, this autumn, to actually make those IVs. Then I think next was mental health place. Like there's so many different places, and like different directions that you can go from this. Like I probably will go into the mental health because it's but on the other hand, I did really enjoy being in the hospital, so it is still also a possibility, because it was very nice. Very, very, very fun and interesting, and internal, as in intestines, and, you know, internal, as in, like, insights. Like I said, like cancer or whatever. I don't know what that would be called. Like, Tajunta, you understand what I mean, sisätauti. Organs, yeah. Sisätautien. It's like, I don't know proper terminology for that. But nonetheless, then also the surgical unit, a short practice, will probably be interesting, but yeah, not gonna wanna go there. Yeah, don't know the proper term though. Internal medicine in the US, okay, alrighty. But yeah, those are my next 2 work practices, if they are gonna be able to be done this year, considering If I was 1.5 year earlier in my studies, those work practices would have been cancelled, at least surgical, because it can only be done, of course, in the university hospital in here, as in the highest hospital. It's not just the central hospital, but really like a university hospital that need to be then for that, and those were cancelled for everyone who had less than 100 study points, so to speak. So they would have been cancelled then. So gladly, not the case, at least at the moment. We'll see what the situation is later on with the corona and everything. So will those be cancelled or will they not be cancelled and everything? So we'll see. But yeah, I went into a little bit of a talk about my studies, but it's stressful. It's stressful, and the speed is quite of a high nonetheless, considering how many different directions there is to study into. Of course, there will be the last thing to do for these studies is to then choose a specific direction to study towards, and then you're specialized into that, and that's about it. But of course, like, you can see so much, like, different fields, so at least you have more of a possibility of selecting what you are for sure more interested in to go in then. I probably, well, I could look into those too. I did study also psychology a little bit previously, so at least I have some more knowledge because of that. But yeah. Of course, there's a lot of different types of psychological diseases. I have one book of the, like, Finnish book that describes a lot of different interesting things, like especially the neurological kind, cognitive problems that one can have, like how memory and so on are connected. There's this one, or few especially, that like always remembered very well, was about how the fact of how you know someone is connected into a certain, like, certain memories are unlinked, so to speak. As in, you can, there's a certain, like, brain damage that could be happening that you just simply can't anymore, like, connect the data of the familiar faces that you know into the data of, okay, I actually feel that these are the right people, so to speak. I can't speak this very well because I'm not generally speaking about talking about this, especially in English. So it's like, how would I describe this? But that's very interesting, Hugh. Of course, I'm not a psychologist. Nonetheless, I studied it, but I didn't become a psychologist after all. So I'm not that good in it. But nonetheless, like, there was an example of a person with this problem that they would completely feel that they were talking to their mother or father when they were talking to them through the phone. But then they just simply didn't have the feeling that these are actually my real mother and father when they then actually met face to face. Then it was just like, yeah, these people don't feel like they are my real parents. They don't seem to be at all the right people. So just like imagining or making up then this, of course, the idea or story about the fact that these aren't my real parents. These are some fake people that have replaced my parents. So where would they have been? Where have my real parents gone? Even if that wouldn't be the case. But like, of course, this sort of a, like, the brain tries to explain things that you feel, the weird things that happen. Like with my mother too, and the Parkinson's disease. Yeah, it is scary. It's scary how a person can believe. Well, it is, of course, it's our brain. If something is wrong inside our brain, then it's obvious that it can convince us that, yeah, something is wrong. And then you have to make up a story, like, why do I feel like this? And of course, like, idea of my mother too. I know my mother has those hallucinations and problems, and she believes so strongly into the things she tells about and talks about. She just believes them, even though they're not reality. Pretty much anything. Especially, it's just so crazy how many times she's already been talking that someone has, or some pet people have come and installed for some reason or another some sensor into her cheek or into her freaking leg or something like that, and which would be affecting or causing her to have a weird feeling in her head, or like it's just your body. That happens. It's a disease. I know you don't feel like you're sick, but it's crazy stuff, crazy things. But especially that stuff is very interesting too. I'm now trying to think, did I read it completely? But I think I read it. I don't actually remember it completely now, that book, The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat. But I definitely should reread it then. But I did read it, yeah. I should have it somewhere in here too. It's a good book, from what I remember. I do have it somewhere. Yep. And those are of course also different, but it's a lot different to be, of course, as a professional or work professional or have some problem like this inside your family. And then it's of course like, it's still always so much different and more difficult to deal with, no matter what disease or problem it happens to be. Like with my mother's Parkinson's disease, or then like if someone would have a cancer, then of course it would be horrible to have to be dealing with that. But it might be even insensitive of me to say that I might wish my mother to have rather that than this, because yeah, it would feel at the moment that it would be easier to deal with. But of course, if my mother didn't have this and did have that, then I wouldn't even have idea about this sort of an issue or a problem, and I would just be feeling bad about her having that. So it's always so many different experiences and just everything. But it's not like I was planning to talk a lot about my mother, but it is something that I would wish that would be over already, because it's just like, she can be normal sometimes. She can still walk okay most of the time. Not always though. It really depends on the medicational situation, like can she walk or can she not. And then of course the fact of what I've seen some other Parkinson's patients do, so that can't move at all anymore and so on. So it's a horrible disease nonetheless. Depends of course, for some people it's worse than for some other people, because it's just like every person it affects in a different way. Like it was said somewhere too that every Parkinson's disease patient, like if you've met one Parkinson's disease patient, you've met only one Parkinson's disease patient, because there's so many different ways it can affect you. Some people don't have nearly as much of the mental health problems as my mother has, and then for my mother it's pretty extreme. Yeah, and of course I know it's not my mother's fault. She's sick. She can't do anything about it, but I wish that I could somehow talk sense to her. Like, you know, these are like, it works sometimes, like when going through really a lot and a long time, but generally speaking, of course, she can't deal with it. She can't deal with trying to acknowledge the fact that those things wouldn't be real. They're real to her, as real as anything pretty much. So it just problems if I try to talk about it, and it just, what are you supposed to do when you listen to those things? Just say that I don't believe it. I don't really have proper answers for that. My mom at least yet shouldn't have dementia. She does have some slight memory issues, but not really dementia. But yeah, my condolences, of course. But yeah, it's enough of that subject nonetheless. I didn't mean to start talking about my mother. It's just partially the reason, really. Like, in a lot of cases, is in the end that I think me sharing some of the things, some of the stuff with my mother is just simply educational for other people to know more about how someone else has in life and so on and forth. But and yeah, it is part of a person's life, of course, because at least I like to always know more about how different people's life is. So I think it's educational, but can consider your own life and situations from a little bit different perspective the more you know, so to speak. And thank you that it's fine. I don't know. I guess it can slightly make fun feel better. It depends a little bit who you, I guess, share with and in the situations. But like I said, to me, it's just I personally would always like to know about more life situations, more different life situations, because of course the fact is that it's not like my life is the worst. Like there's plenty of life stories that are way worse than mine is, but still had some problematical situations, certainly. And my mom is just a constant. I just wish that there was some way to solve it, have a resolution, but it's just an ongoing thing, always and forever. Well, for now at the very least, it's not like there's a cure for it, so that's just the unfortunate factor. I do know, I met one other girl whose mother, on the other hand, has schizophrenia, and when I talk about kind of the fact of hallucinations with her about my mother and so on, she did hug me and so on, which I understand because, I can understand nonetheless, even if my mom doesn't have schizophrenia, but you have a little bit more of a perspective of what she most likely has had to be going through with that. I wish that I could do that better, Hugh. Yes, she's still my mother, and she's still an important person to me. But I guess the part of the problem is that it's not like our family has ever been perfect by any means. Or great. It's not been bad, but there's been certainly problems, a lot of problems, and some of my own problems, why I'm a little bit of a problematic person and so on and forth, are caused by how my parents were when I was a kid and everything. So maybe I should be a better person and be able to do that with my mother, but I don't know if I can completely. I don't really know when I've had a lot of enjoyable moments with her in a long time, and I don't think I know how to have those. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting lectures that are in the universities after all, and I can understand that. There's a lot that you can learn about on a lot of different lectures, so I gotta remember that to have a look into those Stanford lectures. They probably will be very interesting. Well, they always are, basically. I'm kind of just wondering what would I want to say, because on the other hand I want to talk a little bit more, but on the other hand I'm thinking that it might be better that I wouldn't, but interesting small fry. Yeah, do send the link in Discord. That sounds good. And yeah, there is anyways unknown mental illnesses, and like on the other hand, one doctor, for example, threw my parents out of the place at one point, apparently. But to be honest, the doctor should be better than to put my dad and mother at the same, or talk to them at the same time, because seriously, if my mom has a lot of hallucinations and problems about my dad, and my dad has never been very good with words, or how would I say it, maybe as civil, like he's a great guy and everything, and he hasn't done the things that mom is accusing him of, and I understand that he gets very stressed about all of the stuff that he gets accused of, absolutely, but of course he still yells a lot, had already called mother crazy when I was a teenager. Just a lot of, like, he's a little bit insensitive, if I could say so. Tactful, yeah, not very tactful. And then mother, of course, will get stressed and also start try to defend herself if my dad just talks about her having hallucinations. Like, that doctor should be a little bit smarter than to put them into the goddamn same room to talk about issues that my mother might have. Seriously. Not a good idea at all. I have no idea. I don't think they should be living together anymore, but it's not like mom can live alone. And of course that would be then alone, but on the other hand, the situation ain't very good, so... But yeah, definitely not very tactful person. Definitely not. Maybe, but the interaction is just toxic. At least when we are talking about something like that. Like, if they just go and eat food or just do normal stuff while my mother wouldn't have issues or think that something is wrong is going about, then they are just fine nowadays. But yeah. And the problems they overall have had over the years is, of course, both of their faults. More my mother's, I would say, personally. But, But yeah, there's a lot of weird things from my life too. A lot of weird things, and then But yeah, some of them aren't even completely or related into my mother, but they are family things. So... Yeah, Yuk. I think they do have those sort of discussions sometimes, at least now properly separately, but still... It's just a problematical situation overall. I wish it could be over with, but it ain't. It ain't. And it was like, when did it start? At least 2012. Like, I started to make YouTube videos more so afterwards. Because, yeah, it was stressful. And I felt like that was at least some productive way of me to deal with things, and still entertainment to some. I know that I'm not the most fun person ever, as in like my jokes aren't the best and my English isn't perfect. I can't say everything perfectly, but it's okay if some people can enjoy my Let's Plays and overall streams videos. So that's all good. Good enough at the very least. I kind of want to talk about this, so I will, if you guys don't mind sharing. And I'm glad that you do enjoy them. My voice acting is amazing. What are you talking about? Well, I guess it depends a little bit. It's not like I can do everything. I don't think that I could ever do a very good scream, because I've never tried to. Because, like, actually going about and screaming anyways would be like, I think it would be bad for the microphone, or like for you guys to be hearing me scream if there would be a blood curdling scream. And I don't know, that probably is at least something I could never voice act. Yep. I'm glad, Tajunta. I'm glad that it helped then. And it's definitely been fun having you around. Wilhelm scream. Screaming isn't necessary. Yeah, it's not, but like if we are actually talking about voice acting, if I would be able to do a voice acting job. There was actually one person who did ask me if I could be doing a voice acting, but it kind of, I don't know, I probably couldn't do it when it's more natural on a stream to try to do my best with voice acting, but probably for something like that it would be a little bit more difficult. Well, Truthstone was a very fun game, I'd say. Wilhelm scream. But the one other thing that I wanted to see, like, what do you guys think about it, is the, like, what are your guys' experiences or thoughts about suicide? Like, that's actually been, there was that one internet or streamer, Rectful, I guess it was. Like, I never watched Rectful, but of course it's sad whenever anyone commits a suicide. I can understand it. Like, obviously, there's a good reasons why I'm interested in mental health overall. And I actually have my cousin's kid. Like, again, it's a problem when my cousin's kid is like 3 years, 4 years. It was like, was he 1 year or 2 years older than I was? We were in the same, like, lukio, almost like high school at the same time. Actually, we weren't from the exact same region, as in I went into different elementary school than he did and so on and forth, but we were actually in high school at the same time. He was just a little bit there before that I was. I feel bad that I didn't actually try to spend more time with him nowadays, because it's not like I had any idea, of course, what was going on in his mind. But obviously enough, he has at this point committed a suicide too. His grandparents actually even complained to me after the suicide a little bit, even though the complaint, like, considering I didn't know anything about any of that situation, that he might have been considering anything of a sort. And then the fact that the only situation that they were complaining about for me was that why didn't I go and meet him? In a situation when I was first thinking of going and applying into different universities, he had already gotten into university in Jyväskylä and studying history. And then I was 2 years later going and applying into different places, different universities as well, in there too. And there was talk that, okay, I could call him and maybe stay at his place, but on the other hand, he was living in the soloasunto, as in, like, with a lot of different people in the same apartment, so that wouldn't be really fun. And I just felt that it's not like I knew him nonetheless that great. Like, we always interacted whenever there was family meetings, but I never interacted with him in the normal life. I could have, but I always felt like, well, he has his own life. I'm not sure if he would want me to come and interact with him and stuff like that. Like, it's, you know, it's the thing that you never know how the other person actually feels and thinks. And yeah. Yeah, it doesn't really show. Yeah, of course, then that I'm glad that she hasn't succeeded with the suicide, Tajunta. But yeah, I had just fun exploring the city on my own and staying one night in a different place. But yeah, then in the summer after those times, he had committed suicide, and then even his grandparents then asked me, like, or did make a comment like, why didn't I go and visit? Well, if I had any idea, I would have. I had no idea. So I actually have his phone number still in my mobile phone, which I probably there's no use of me having it exactly. But I guess I just want it to be there to remind me nonetheless. I understand the idea of a selfish act. I would say that it is partially selfish, but it is partially also just a desperate measure. I know he's nowadays, when I'm a little bit older, I know better of his life. He didn't have a great family situation, worse than mine. But it's selfish in a sense that you leave others to live with the pain that you have gone and taken your own life, basically. Because even though I know, because I personally do also have suicidal thoughts sometimes. Because it's just something that I've always kind of had to deal with. But I know that I would never commit a suicide. I'm not going to be ever personally thinking of doing something like that. I feel those sort of thoughts, yes, but the actual action of actually going and doing something like that, because I know the fact that what would it do for other people, and hey, I can be here for you guys and everything. So again, I would never do that for that reason, but I can understand definitely why someone would commit a suicide. Because if you're just in a situation, in a moment, if you feel that the world would be a better place without you, and so on and forth, then it's understandable. But in that moment, you don't think that others would be feeling sadness and bad about you going and dying. At least I don't think most who actually commit a suicide would feel like that. They would just simply feel that the world would be a better place without them. That's it. Yeah, life feels hopeless, and like I said, I do personally also sometimes feel in a moment that the world would be a better, or after all, I am now trying to be building my life after all, but it's not like I was working or having a proper profession. I'm now starting to become a nurse, yes, but I didn't have a proper profession for a while. So what did I really give to the world? And of course the situation with my mother and father too and everything. But again, I can think logically, so I would never commit or do some action like that. So, and after all, I usually speaking always try to be happy here, no matter how I would be, well, even if I struggle with those sort of feelings, sometimes at the very least. But again, it's a problem when my family life has been what it has been. Yeah, that's of course a problem. But yeah, I agree it's a selfish act. But on the other hand, it's a selfish act if you realize it's a selfish act, I would say, maybe. Because on the other hand, I don't think a person who actually commits a suicide is thinking about the fact that it's a selfish act. Because I'm pretty sure then they wouldn't be doing that. As you said, that they've turned inwards, they can see that they would actually leave people behind. And so on and forth. I can definitely understand that. Yeah, of course, no one should be going into prison afterwards, but I can definitely understand. There's a lot of different super stressful situations. Of course, like if you're actually completely alone, then you wouldn't feel that you're leaving anyone behind anyway. So what's the point of leaving necessary then if you feel that's way? So definitely understandable as well. I actually know that my father, like that's the problem. Maybe it's a family problem, at least family problem nowadays. I don't think my brother or my sister have really had to be dealing with it. But I know that my father actually told to me also about the fact that he was thinking of committing a suicide before. He was just not doing it directly. He had diabetes too, and he told me this one time when we actually discussed, because the mother situation and everything, we discussed, and he said that he stopped using his insulin and thought that that would cause him to have a heart attack and to kill himself that way. And of course, again, not a happy thing to hear, certainly enough. The only reason he ended up starting to use the medicine was that there was unforeseeable consequences for him, as in his sight started to go. He started to not see as well. So of course, if you're afraid that you won't actually even die, but you will just lose your vision, then he couldn't go through with it. But yeah. I'm grateful then that you have your animals that pulled you through those times. Couldn't abandon them. Definitely understand. But yeah, times can feel too painful. And at the time my father didn't also just feel. But then I guess it's also the different situation that if you just feel that in yourself, or do you talk about it to others in a sense that like it would be almost like their fault or something. Like I think that's what is the main reason for my problems. And maybe it's something that wouldn't affect a lot of people as badly as it did for me, but it definitely was something that affected my life, my way of living a lot. Was when I was about 13 years old or so, and we had a normal argument with mother, like usually you have teenage years arguments. But after that, because my mother was clearly depressed, now that I understand it, my mother was clearly depressed at the time, but it's not like I really understood it back then, was that she was talking about the fact that, well, would it be, then basically at the end of the argument or fight, whatever you want to say, was the idea that, well, would it be better if I just go and walk off into the train tracks? And yeah, it affected me a lot when I was about 13 years old, like she would be my responsibility. And that's why probably her Parkinson's disease also affected me way more than it might for someone else. It just... That's why I have been carrying that responsibility for my parents. At least it's something that I know, but I don't know exactly how to change that. Like, there is that idea that I have decreased the amount of times that I visit my parents and try to concentrate on my own life. But it is definitely difficult nonetheless. But that was something that affected me personally a lot. Yeah, I can understand that it's difficult if you have no one to talk to. Yeah, they would be separated and sold, or just had to be finished, put down if they were too old. And like I said, it's a problem that I feel that they're my responsibility regardless. And it's not like mom is all bad. We had good times too. It's not just that I can say that there was just the bad times. It's just that the bad times, especially that stuff, just influenced me very negatively for the future. So that is one, like I said, my mother has done a lot of things bad, but she did something correct too. She's the actual reason that I got interested in psychology originally, even if her purposes or reasoning for me to get interested in psychology were slightly different, because she considered my father to be alcoholic, which is not exactly true. Yes, he drank, but he worked more. He was more of a workaholic, if something, like realistically. Yeah, he drank, but who says that it's a smart idea to go and start arguments with someone when they are drunk? Especially about something as stupid as breadcrumbs left on a staple, which I remember my mom did when I was just a kid / teenager. A lot. So, then you have yourself to blame too, and it's not like you're gonna be getting my father to stop drinking in the evenings by complaining and nagging. What's that gonna do? But yeah, she borrowed to me a few books of a psychologist when I was a teenager. So on the other hand, she also did give, and she's always said, nonetheless, the fact that the wrongdoings of your parents or grandparents will go on 3 to 4 generations forward. But I guess that's part of the reason that I try to fix things, but again, it's more difficult. Depression is definitely genetic as well as situational, for sure. But I do know that I'm sometimes too much like my mother, and I don't want to be like my mother. But then I just have to logically just work towards not being like her in the situations that it's bad in. Abusive, yeah. But yeah, I can't say that she would have done everything bad, but just that thing was very bad for me. But okay, there's some closer up stories about my life that I haven't for sure most of those told still. I've mentioned about some of these things. I mentioned about my problems with my brother one Morrowind stream. But yeah, there's some inklings where I come from, and I try to, there's so many different things, today's society, that what things are okay to talk about and what things are not okay to talk about. I try to be as realistic and logical about them as possible, as truthful. That's still a big thing, to try to be truthful to yourself and not to lie to yourself, because a lot of people do lie to themselves, about stuff still. Both your parents were adult children of alcoholics, so their parenting was a reflection of how they were raised. Yeah, my mom also told me, that's one of the good things too about my mother, that she did tell me some stories about her childhood, as in the fact that the scariest memory of her for her was when she saw her father come back home really drunk and going all over the place, because of course when you're a very small kid you can't understand why is your father acting so weirdly, and that's what's very scary for her. So I can understand she doesn't like alcohol. I can understand completely why she would have a problem with it, but again, nagging or complaining and causing arguments and fights, which I was most of the time then stopping, isn't helping situation by any means. But yeah, the biggest thing for me, nonetheless, speaking about talking about my own experiences and so on, is, like I said, I think the more you know about apart different life stories and everything, the better it is, nonetheless, overall. At least from my point of view, I like to always know about different stories. But there is, after all, also the saying that apple doesn't drop far from the tree, like apple tree. So yeah, of course, if your mother and father is a certain way, then you probably will have some similar problems. Certainly, like with the depression. Okay, I guess that, like, if you guys have anything else you want to add before we continue with the game. At least I don't know right now what else I would want to be talking about. But it was nice to just reflect and talk a little bit nonetheless. Easy it ain't, no, not very easy. Yeah, a lot of different things and problems can come to a person because of the different family situation. Of course, even more so if it's already at the baby age or if it's later and so on and forth. The earlier it is, the higher problems there will be, the bigger problems. Thank you, Small Fry. But yeah, I do think that those are some problems that I will just have to be dealing with for, well, they are still just... I would say that to some degree, I'm happy that I still have had the life that I have had. Because of course, who would know what sort of a personality would I exactly be if I wasn't and didn't have the experiences that I've had? There's a lot of things that I would love to change, but on the other hand, it would change also me as a character, most likely. And I try to be the best of character that I can be. So, I don't think in that sense, even if I have a lot of problems, those situations have made me into a bad person, certainly enough. And I wouldn't say that it sounds disingenuous, because I personally would nonetheless understand. Like, of course, no one ever wants that someone else would have to be having bad feelings. You can hope that someone else or other people in life are doing better. Because it's not like everyone talks about their problems anyways to the other people, so it's not like you have any idea who might or might not have problems. And that's okay, Tajunta. It's not like I was sharing my story, or my stories, some stories, to make you share stories too. You may or you may not, it's completely up to you. Yeah, too many people in a family that need help. And of course, on the other hand, I would have to also say that I think there is a better ways that I could be dealing with situations, could have been dealing with situations. But on the other hand, it's just not easy, and it depends so much on the different people. Like, for some people it's easier to deal with, and some other people it's more difficult to deal with. Small fry. Yeah, but that's one of the reasons, because on the other hand, like, my sister works at a tourist guide show. Tourist guide doesn't earn that much, but she wrote all L's, as in the best scores, when she was in the high school. So she could have gotten into any university if she ever wanted to, but she wanted to explore the world and went on to her merry ways, and is living with the guy for years and years and years in Italy. So she has a good life nonetheless in there. Sure, not as good as just anyone else, considering the fact that, well, she has the same parents. But the situation was different for her, of course, in her childhood. And then the brother, on the other hand, is a freaking lawyer. So, of course, I feel like I'm not as good as he is. But on the other hand, I guess I can realistically say that he isn't the nicest of people or the nicest of persons, who I, on the other hand, wouldn't want to be, as personality-wise, like him. So, it's not like I think he's bad, but he's just different than I am. But he's definitely succeeded in the career-wise, so... It does help to talk about them, yes. So, of course, if you wish some other time, then... I have shared my... But of course, it's still different to share from me to another person, like one-to-one or one-on-one discussions, than to share very publicly like this. This is definitely not something I'm used to doing, but hey, I guess it's not bad. I just don't want it to be too big of a part, nonetheless. Because I do want to still make the entertainment more so, and that's not about talking about this sort of things or what has been in my life and so on. So, You shouldn't evaluate yourself on how much money you make, though. I try to remind myself that often. Yes, I definitely agree, small fry. You shouldn't. And everyone just have their own different paths in life. But still, I can't help but feel like a black sheep of the freaking family because I'm only now starting to be a nurse properly. Sure, I had more problems. I felt more problems than my brother and sister. Sure, I'm of the different generation when they are 15 and 18 years older than I am. But still, it's just, well... Well, you've nonetheless finished the university, so at least you don't need to be thinking of going and educating yourself again for that. But I can understand being burned out, especially depending how fast you had to go through the university. Watch the rush. What is the rush? Indeed. But yeah, of course. Like, that's definitely something that... just need to know that to be the reality. And it's anyways not ever healthy to go and compare yourself to others, but that's easy to say, easier said than done. So definitely easier said than done. Hi, Shokofant. Welcome to stream. And I'm glad that your nurse friends are happy. But yeah, those are just some of the reasons, of course, why I especially think that I will still go more into the mental health direction myself. But hey, we'll see. In the end, it's not like I can know 100% certainty until I've finished my education, considering there's a lot of different places. Okay, should we continue with the game? I at least don't. Like, there's a lot of things that one could be talking about. First, I've just originally started to talk about the different mental health problems or some of the very strange cases. And then we went into all sort of other discussions We were playing, but hey, this is a good music to listen to. But I was planning to try to actually go through this, but if someone still has something to add, by all means. But otherwise, then at least I need to be putting a big mark into the stream when I upload it into YouTube. Okay, there was a lot of discussions about mental health, my personal story stuff, and so on and forth in this part of the stream, that if you want to just say the game footage, please skip all the way into here. Well, I don't know if they would know your stream name, but it's not like I have that many followers, so I would assume it's doubtful that someone else would happen to. They know. They do know your screen name. Still, would have to be always checking and reading the name from the stream and everything, but hopefully not. Hopefully they're safe. Quick, light-hearted shows in 80s Japan amusement game you. Yes, quickly. Just completely change of pace. But I don't know, I just wanted to discuss then when we started to talk a little bit about the mental health and, well, about my school too, of course, first, but I still need to do my mathematics, of course, first and foremost for that. School life, but okay. Let's invest. Amusements games you. And try to continue the game. That's already S rank. Okay, that's all. Other than, again, the goddamn staff. You guys can be there one more time at least. Okay, where to then? Hey, there's a phone call. Okay. Well. Oh, Mr. President, I'm sorry. Could you get the phone? Sure. Hello. Greetings, Kiryu-kun. I don't remember actually the voice that I was giving to electronics game, but I hope it was something similar. Because I didn't have at least that many crew members back then yet, Flame Rushi. But welcome to stream for you too, Flame Rushi. I hope your weekend has been a good one as well. But, yeah. This guy. But I do plan, I would collect from him. I guess maybe I have enough crew now, but at least at the time I had problems of finding out how to even get, like, how to just say that there's not going to be any sort of person working in a place, and so on and forth. Originally I was trying to put them all, but after all I didn't have enough crew then yet, but maybe now I would. Back to lurking. Don't hide me. Well, I hide you. Stealthy flame. Very stealthy flame. Of course, I understood that I didn't get the thing that you were trying to tell me before about the fact of where can I exactly find the item that would be able to find me the site, like site tracker mission marker or something. So if you want to mention the street or something where I would need to go for it, I can try to go there now that we are having a break from collecting money soon. And then I have to look, do I have enough crew to collect from that place too? And have otherwise fun lurking. That voice. The electronic skin. What do you want? Are you free? I'd love to hang out and play a game with you. Again? Games are so much more fun when you're playing against someone. Come on, humor me. I'm at my base, okay? I'll be waiting. Game. It's a side mission after you've taken the second guy down. Gonna happen soon in your office. Okay. Alrighty, gotcha. I'll try to do that. Was that by any chance the Electronics King? Yeah, he wants me to play a game with him. I wonder what that means. Please be careful. Yeah. What's he mean by game? I've got a bad feeling about this. Better make sure I'm ready before heading out. When you've received an open challenge from one of the 5 billionaires, your property's revenue collection will stop. Defeat that billionaire to collect your revenues again. Yeah, very quick. Well, I guess we did get into 90% in ownage of that place. So I guess that's understandable. But hey, that's cool. Maybe you can actually own this place. Alright, or that area, location. Oh, well, I'll check about the crew after this then. I'm going the wrong way. So, his place. But last time around we had to play against him here. He would have to be around here somewhere, but I'm not actually exactly certain where. What is his place? Do I just have to try to find it? I'm not exactly quite certain. Not quite certain. Oh yeah, you boy. I gotta do your side mission too, just so that it's going to be done. It would be stupid of me not to do it. Is this a place I own? Probably. Sega. Just get cash. I don't wanna be dealing with you. I assume they wouldn't be here. Doesn't really make much sense. But what would be his place? I'm not exactly certain how to know that. Do you guys have an idea where it is, or what am I exactly missing? Because I'm trying to think like, where is that? I'm not certain right now. Where was I able to know where his place is? You don't remember. He just said to go to his place. Well, I guess I can try to check the Sega, even though I think that that would be just weird if it was there, considering it's not really his place. It's just simply the place that I played against him last time. Maybe? Oh, he is here. Alright. But it's weird that this is his place. Hi, Kiryu-kun. Thanks for coming by. Shall we get started? Start what? A fighting game, of course. It's got this radical action-packed PvP mode. Oh dear. I was about to say maybe the arcade. This is where we fought him first time, but it's kind of weird when it's his place. You mean an actual fight? I'm better at fighting in real life than in video games, so that sounds perfect. Are we going to bet anything this time? Yes, let's bet. All the properties that you and I own. Oh no. Oh boy, indeed. ... exclamation mark. Here's the deal. If you win, I give you all the properties in this area and lock off the grid. If you lose, you give me all your properties. Sound fair? Not quite when I own 90% and you own nothing. Almost. You own 10% or something. Max 20. So no, I can't say that it sounds exactly very fair. PvP mode in a fighting game? You don't say. It is quite surprising that there is a PvP mode in a fighting game. Just one cat. There's no guarantee that you'll still be alive if you lose. I may not look like much, but I'm strong. That's fine by me. I have no intentions of losing either. You'll regret this. And then goons come in here. What? We're not doing this one-on-one? That's how I would have preferred it, but unfortunately I really have to make sure I win this time. You put me in a tight spot, you see. You put me in a tight spot. I never calculated that I, a super gamer with an IQ of 990, would be put up against a wall by some 2-bit gangster. Maybe I just don't have much business acumen. Yeah, I agree. Huh. It's really annoying when someone else says it. Well, anyway. Thanks for stealing my area. It was fun. But you know, you kinda went too far. I'm going to have to kill you and get it back. Remember, if you die in this game, you die in real life. Let's see if you can survive. That's just... like, if you die in this game, you die in real life. As in, we actually fight in real life, so that's why I actually die in real life, even though you talk about the game. I really thought originally that you were actually talking about just a fighting game, and not a real life fight, because... like, that's just stupid. Breaking the fourth wall. Stakes just stack up. Yep, super gamer he is. Again, I'm reading the wrong way. Why? Why do I always do this? The space area poster in the background is pretty dope. Those are. It is a dope one. I was looking into it before too. It's just a dope poster. Okay. I gotta learn to read better. Many things that gotta learn to do better. Okay, you guys. A real fight. You die in the real life. It's kind of bad if I am just all the time looking into... But yeah, it works a little bit differently than some other, like, target ones. I do need to try to take care of the crew first, though. Really. Won't work out very well if I don't. Oh dear. Have a bike. Just from me to you as a gift. He's very aggressive. Just wrong timings, definitely. It's probably anyways that tactic is better when I have just like just one person to deal with rather than many. It definitely doesn't feel that it's as good when I have a lot of people to deal with. God damn, just let me pick up a bike. What's such a big deal about me picking up bikes? I tried to already go, but do need some more health items. I know that I'm maybe trying a little bit too much to be tricky here, when I shouldn't, at least yet. You're being annoying. Butting into fights that are not yours. As in, I need to deal with your stupid crews first. Yay, managed to take the stupid bike with me. Have a bike. Okay, one more anymore for you as a friend. So that's at least a lot better situation than it was previously. Seriously, you still hit me. Guess I'm not used to moving that well with this. That's definitely not a good place to be in. Definitely a no. Can I not go get that bike? Apparently no. Sucks. I wanted the bike. At least it's almost down. Really using those situations, everything. Like, I'm dodging even, but just can't get away from that situation. At least from the way that I play. Does shift help? I think shift would help more in a situation like I said. I feel that it's better when I'm in a 1 versus 1 battle at this point. At least I don't know very well how to fight just so many people with that shift target thingy. Like, sure, it can maybe be better for knowing where to dodge, but... Okay, now at least I only have you. Can't do two. That's was a move that I definitely didn't know. Nope. Definitely not used to it though. And like, even if I was like there that way. No, definitely not doing very well for the moment and time being. I do it too early or just too wrong timings. Basically all the time. I might be losing in here, to be honest. Okay. I gotta take some distance, at least a little bit. It's just that timing is difficult for me for sure, and I guess it anyways could be difficult because it's like, and at the moment it doesn't feel like he's shifting easily behind him, even though before he for sure did it with that one other opponent, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing wrong in that situation. I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. The girl in the background is enjoying at least. Hey man, let me hit you with this bike, yeah? Oh, ouch, he kicked you in the butt. He's kicking our ass, literally. Very literally indeed. At least some people are having enjoyment out of that. But yeah, I don't really... Like, I guess I just would need to be really perfect with the timing. And of course, yeah, heat would help too, but still. It's just... I definitely... And that's wrong timing again. Just like everything just feels that it doesn't work. Too early for that stupid move. Like, I'm trying to learn, but it's definitely not easy. A lot of times it just feels like I'm reacting as quickly as I can, but it just doesn't feel like it's quick enough. Do I need to really act like so much earlier? And I have no idea. Okay, let's try to do it the way that I was trying to do it previously. But I don't know even if that would work very well against him, to be honest. He's a tough opponent. Tough cookie to crack. That, again, like, just doing a kick like that is just... I don't have any ideas how to counter these things that he's doing. Then you don't attack. Well, do something. You were so aggressive when you had your bodies. And like, even that isn't fast enough. He just seems to be really fast. Let's see. I doubt this will work any better. Because this can be great if I would have heat, but... At least I have a lot more dodges with this, so that's true. I have to use a Hell Titan anyways. Maybe that is better, I don't know. Of course, if I have more heat, then I can try to do maybe something more. I'm terrible at games with fighting like this. I cannot keep track of the combat controls. Yeah, I am better in Baldur's Gate type of turn-based combat personally, for sure. Yeah, the rush style has better dodges. You were about to say that. I was indeed feeling that. I don't know how to dodge with this mode, at least. And yeah, pause everyone. Tell everyone what to do. Unpause. Much better. Yeah, definitely I'm better with that. Dojima. Yeah. Fights like this are a pain in the ass. Tried to dodge, but again, I would need to be dodging already before he even attacks. That's how it feels anyways, that I need to be just dodging all the freaking time. Come a little bit into the middle, please. So we have a little bit more space. Again, and he doesn't actually go and dodge in that situation behind him, but maybe it's just that I don't know how to do it anyways. To actually do the dodges properly, so... Then I shouldn't be getting too greedy of the attacks. Like, I got behind there, but what use was it in the end for me? And again... I just don't feel like I can do a damn thing against him. Ay, ay. And that's annoying because I pressed the dodge button and then he just didn't feel like he did it what I wanted to try to do. I don't know. Ay, ay. And again, I lose the heat already because I should have used it better situation. Yeah, I might have to do this again. This guy is just very difficult boss for me to at least deal with. Okay, I'm doing a little bit better now, but just wait and see how I mess up again. Hey. Seriously. And he just does the counterattack so fast that I can't really even use those situations into much advantage, to be honest. Even when I do manage to avoid some hit. I'm trying to just dodge a lot. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, I have to heal. For the last healing potions. Good evening, Milan. Welcome to stream for you too. Sis, I didn't realize until she said it. What did I actually said? I don't even know anymore. Dotkima. Tochima. You mean that, I guess. Try throwing 2 punches, dodge, rinse, repeat. That's basically, I've been throwing now 1 punch mostly, because it feels like 1 punch even does 2 punches most of the time, so... Electronics King is more Yakuza than Kiryu and Machima combined. This guy's plays still on Street Fighter, yeah. Yeah, this guy is a Street Fighter for sure. Well, let's try to use this. Then I just have health boosts, little health boost out of this, so sure, let's just use it out. It just doesn't seem to ever work for me. Well, I can't say ever, but... He just loves punching, 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 punching. Okay, you goddamn electronical king. Don't be such an electronics king. And then often when I do go and try to evade, it's still like I'm a little bit too far away. It's just like my health goes down so freaking fast against this guy. It's just ridiculous. Okay, fine. Let's use the second to last healing item that I have. I remember this guy being the second or third hardest boss, at least for me. I just healed that Dream Classic Kickboxer. Yeah, I don't really have the answer against this guy at all. I truly do not have an answer against these Electronic Kings. My god, I hate you! don't know. I guess I should... I really truly don't know the answer. Like, I guess I should sometimes really go backwards when dodging, because it feels like otherwise he can't counter me. There I should have just dodged into a side or something. And then because I would so want to just get this fight over with, I try to attack a little bit more, and I know I shouldn't, but... God damn it, and again I was just a little bit too late in trying to do those goddamn dodges. My god, I hate you. You're just way too tough for me. I'm just not good at this, like at all. Here you can truly see how freaking much I suck. Ay, god damn it. I can't even ask him to do his worst because I know that he will kick me. He will kick my ass if I ask him to do his worst. I can ask that from some other enemies, but this guy definitely no. I can't. I just want to be able to hit you dead. I have to heal or I'm about to die again. Ay. Alright, well, that's the last healing. If I can't do it now, well, then I'm done. Kire dochimarusha. And you use mid-kick a lot. Can you block that punch and hit him with the leg? Maybe I could block, but I'm so not used to doing the blocking. The problem I had with him and other bosses is he can stagger you, but you can't stagger him. Yeah, it doesn't feel like I can. Moment of truth. Yep, we'll see if I can do it or not. But yeah, he can stagger me good, but I can never, like, none of my hits do it. Like, I guess maybe a bike hit or something, but definitely nothing else that I see would be able to do it, other than items. No. Can't go like that. And again, just can't do. And again, my dodging doesn't even work well enough. God damn it. I hate you. Just want to be able to hit you. And again, like, he just does the... Like, I evaded, I hit immediately, and what happens? He just absolutely crushes me. I need to just try to do patiently, because otherwise I'm at least absolutely doomed for. But then I need to still know how to dodge. My god. And again, I was dodging the full time, but he just manages to get the right timing and just kick me. I don't know how to do this. I really don't know. And again, just like, I dodged first and then he hit me. This is just useless. I don't know at all how to do any of this well enough. Sure, I'll buy myself health, so maybe I will survive. Because that's the only thing that I can think of doing. Because it increases my health just minimally when I do this. Because I have a little bit more maxed health. Oh my god. That's something you can try if you die. Use beast mode to see if you can stagger him with weapons. Pull out a gun and shoot him. That always works. Yeah, I brought a gun to a fist fight. Time out. Gotta upgrade. Yep, I need help. I was thinking of also checking if there was something that I should specifically try to do. Never done that. Always in effect, always in effect. while in the ground. I've done that. Charge Rapun's attack that can be unleashed from a rush combo. Probably, I don't think that would work too much. Hold the movement direction and press during a attack. So if I could try to use that somehow well. My god. Deliver a sharp blow after performing quick step. So space and then that. I could try that especially. Like, I definitely feel that I need something more, something new to be able to deal with this guy. I should have done this before because I think that now it will anyways be too late, but... that won't work. Okay, can I get some more health? Thanks. That I can't afford anymore. That at least would extend the quickness of my step. Some more health? I will be surprised though if even any of this will be enough. Spent a lot of cash. So that was dodge, then that. You really need to visit your trainers. The weaving in place ability, this it just makes this a lot more doable. This mode doesn't really have a block. You can weave in place instead with it, which allows you to stop him from attacking you. After that, you just dodge as far away as you can. That's what I was feeling, but that's really going to be tough for me to learn. It feels like I would need to learn it for this boss, but not sure that it's gonna be enough anymore at least. Okay, let's freaking see. My god. My god, I hate you. I hate you so much. You want kicks? I give you kicks. Too late. I dodged so much. I freaking A. Seriously? Oh my god. Kick versus kick. That's the only way to dominate. Complete domination, with the freaking ridiculous amount of healing items and everything. Oh my god. You've got powerful specs there, Kiryu-kun. It was only the kick that finally got you, to be honest. It's just, to be honest, it's fun to pay his kicks back with a kick. Give him the kicks, yeah, that's the only way. He ate that dollar spent for health in 5 seconds. Indeed he did, but yeah, we won finally. But I wouldn't have done it without those goddamn kicks, like seriously. You want another round? Yeah. No, I've had enough. You win. I'm out. As of right now, I'm pulling out of this area of Kamurocho's money game. And you're alright with that? Eh? I lost in business and got beat fighting too. It really doesn't make sense for me to go on. Even if I did, you'll just continue to get better than me. All I did was grind for money to purchase more properties, but you devised a tactic to level up your businesses by micromanaging the time and resources you had available. In video games, the player who comes up with his own unique strategy can beat even the most practiced players. Your playstyle evolved as you went, so it's only natural you'd win. Well, I don't know if my playstyle have evolved, but I guess my playstyle did evolve now with a kick. Finally. No, we don't want another round. Kiryu wants another round? He got smacked the head too much. Yeah, apparently so.
Yeah.
I don't think I did anything out of the ordinary. I just did what I could. Oh hell, I still got beat. I set a financial high score by investing in tech stocks, then I got into this money game. The people who'd call me a nerd came to fear me as one of the 5 billionaires. I tried a lot of new things, but to tell you the truth, I'd rather play games in an arcade than sit around making billions of yen. I think I'm more suited to being a gamer than a billionaire. Me too, buddy. Me too. I see. Kiryu, go on. Let's play again sometime. But next time, no betting.
Yeah.
I'm not motivated to play when nothing's on the line. Are you sure? I feel that surely Kiryu would play sometimes without having something on the line, but I guess it's more exciting when there's something on the line. So, how about betting on full base for dinner? Ah, well, I guess that works. Heh, sounds like fun. I've learned my lesson that I have zero talent at running a business. I'll go back to being a gamer. But you know, I still love to help you out. The Electronics King has joined your team as a manager. Namio Maiden has joined your team as security staff. Woohoo! 400,000 only. Not even that bad. Financial savvy is 4 stars though. Thanks. And then a security guy. Cool. I wish I could do more to help you, but I can't afford to be seen doing that. I need to lay low for a bit. Why is that? I don't think this was the voice that I gave him last time around, or the previous times, but I don't remember exactly what it was. You're better off not knowing. ... question mark. Let's just say I've betrayed the 5 billionaires, so now friendly fire is activated. You can probably imagine what kind of danger a traitor like me would be up against. You watch yourself too, Kiryu-kun. Right. We shall watch ourselves. And someone else is watching us. A mystery man. ... Blocks have been unlocked for the rush style. New items have been opened on the ability screen. Additional upgrades are now available. Let's go dinner with him. Too bad the Electronics King can't be security. Nobody would mess with us then totally. Like, he himself said the fact that he's not good at managing slash business. So why is he a manager? And clearly he would be perfect in security. Docs. Friendly fire. Additional health upgrades. Yes. Yay. Additional health upgrades. I need to eat. But I needed to go and fish for that one place. I guess this is also a dining place. Let's go eat. Hello, Specky. Welcome to stream for you. I hope your weekend has been a good one. It's been okay. We did talk about some more heavier subject earlier too, but overall, otherwise, yeah. It's cool to talk about the more heavier subjects as well, of course, but... A-okay. Hello, welcome to Yoronataki. This way, please. Let me have a lot of freaking food. Please, take a look at our drink menu first. I'll take a tea, and I'll take a pakuhai. I can take only one. Let's take fresh grapefruit sour. Freshly squeezed grapefruit juice gives this beverage a fruity flavor and a touch of bitterness that many enjoy. And what you will be having to eat as a dinner? A lot of stuff possibly. Value sashimi platter 7 PC as it's actually really good value for food. Like, it just fills you up completely. A 7-piece sashimi platter featuring select cuts of fresh seafood. Enjoy the bounty of the ocean. Let's take something else though. Smelt fish with roe, sure. The burst of flavor from this roe wins over many who try this perfectly grilled fish for delicacy. Grilled fish of delicacy. This is great. Mouth-watering. Still doing karate. I'm okay. Missed the island now. I am 1 week from vacation. 1 week back from vacations. Like, I was thinking that did I read it correctly, and I didn't quite read it correctly. So yeah. But welcome back from the vacation. I hope it was a fun time in the vacation. I hope you enjoyed your meals. We're looking forward to your next visit. At least we aren't about to freaking die. At least we had to fight in front of a diner, so we can just go and immediately eat. If only healing up would be that easy in real life from battle wounds. Not that I have had any battles in real life. Has trouble there again, even though he had 2 at the moment for trouble solving. God damn useless. Useless guy. What was a truck store? That's my main question now. I want some trucks. Trucks, I think they were actually here. Yeah. So, not that far. Travel 100 kilometers on foot. That's a lot of kilometers. Orewo. No sotto. I really actually completely made that one guy fall over there. Trucks need them. Eating cures all wounds, it surely does. Is everything fine when you mention heavy subjects? Everything is fine, like at this very moment and everything, but we just talked about more serious subjects. And talked about my own history and so on and forth. Whatever it inclines. But enough talking of that subject for now. Can we buy here something for inventory? Kinda empty-handed. Yeah. Susu will fix those priced padlocks right up. It truly does. He just messes through people. Yeah, we really did. Welcome, how may I help you? I need a lot of freaking health items. Ay, what's this? No, I don't need that. Okay. More of this. Then some of this. Then I guess I can take a few of the ones that give both of them. Sure. That's almost full inventory. I don't actually remember where in here I could be selling the plates, but anyways. I'll go and solve that trouble first. Actually, I want to save first, then solve that trouble that is on the street of that one location where we are trying to be collecting money from. And after that, I guess we go back to the office and see about that possible side mission from there. Alright. Yep, just straight, basically. I did talk about saving too, but I guess I can save to the save point up top from here. That works just fine. After we solve this issue again. Yes, again, they are here, yes. Just like trying to organize myself towards them, but that's sometimes easier said than done. Organize yourself into that direction, my good Kiryu, please. I do like these battle musics though. Sometimes indeed, it's difficult to orientate myself so that I could do the thing very logically though. I did try to do my kick. Just a stupid thing. Finally, at least we'll finish him one. I want to have my kicks work. Fine. Let's just go then. Ay ay. I'm trying to learn at least to use these things. Yeah, be afraid. Be very afraid of my kick power. You missed my laugh, one of the best laughs. I'm glad that you enjoy my laughs, Becky. Let's see, did I miss anything otherwise? Yeah, this guy's got overconfident watching you get your butt kicked by that guy. If a nerd could beat him, so can we, definitely. You have the devil's luck once again. Yeah, jackpot. Let's save. Because I definitely do not want to go and do the Electronic Kings battle again. I'm just grateful that my health items were... To be honest, it was really that kick that saved me in the end. This is pachinko, but I think this is a pachinko that is in a different place than the pachinko that I was really looking for, but hey, let's just buy it. Wrong button. Okay. Those guys want to find me, but you can't, because I'm too fast for you. No matter how much you talk about Kiryu, and then I just disappear into an office building. Where could he have gone? No one knows. Kiryu's gone. In an office chair. And the telephone rings. Is that the phone? Well, what do you think, Kiryu? I think that's a pretty stupid question. Is that the phone? It's right next to you, so close by that how would you not recognize how the phone rings? And like, You have it right next to you. I don't understand. And yeah, I'm too fast for you. This image. Is that a phone? Has he never seen a phone before? He has answered phones before. He has answered this phone before. Just recently. Could it be the phone? Yeah, could it be? Imagine that. Oh my goodness. It is just ringing. Nani? It is a really old-fashioned phone, but of course, this was the 80s after all. I have once used that type of phone. Okay, well, not once. I'm sure before. But, like, at least the normal phone that we had in the 90s wasn't like this, but definitely seems less used to some degree. Maybe my grandma had one. Different color, though. Wow. Yes, hello. Oh, our president? Please hold on a moment. Mr. President, someone named Marui-san is asking for you. Marui? I don't know anyone by that name. You took your sweet time, Marina. Apparently so. You had one when you were a kid. Hello. Hello? Are you Kiryu-san, the president? Yes, and who might you be? I am with the Criminal Investigation Department of the Regional Taxation Bureau.
Nani?
Tax inspector. My god. 80 rings later. Luckily they were very persistent, yeah? Well, tax inspectors, people that tax, I guess they are naturally kind of persistent. So, that's how it is. You gotta pay your taxes. Yes. Are you familiar with us? All I know is that investigators from the Regional Taxation Bureau do all kinds of things to go after tax sheets who can't be caught by normal audits. Yes, we go by Marusa. I'm surprised you have heard of us. So, what does Marusa want with me? I'd love to have a chat with you, Kiryu-san. I'm thinking about dropping by in the near future. What do you mean by chat? I'll discuss things in more detail when we meet. Oh, and I have my hair in a bob. Please remember that so you can spot me when I visit. Okay. Well, tax inspectors will hound you until the end of time. They sure do. A tax investigator from Marusa. What you want with me? The tax lady. What's the matter, Mr. President? Are you okay? Yeah, no problems here. At any rate, the woman with the bobbed haircut is going to come from the Regional Taxation Bureau. Guess I'll find out what she wants when I talk to her. Okay, let's save then. Alright, so I wonder, I guess I'll just, well, I guess I should at least put my businesses coming up first because I'm pretty sure they're all done. So, would be the logical thing to do, I assume. At least now I don't have Electronic King all the time trying to be taking my profits from me. Which is cool. Okay, so here, nothing otherwise to do. You guys suck. Sure, I guess you can come here. To be honest, you should be in your own area though. I don't want you. You can come, Papillon Kato. Papillon. And then let's see. Sure, I guess. Then all the upgrades in here. Like, this is just a sort of busy work, to be honest, to be upgrading everything and looking through everything. It is quite a bit of a busy work. That's upgraded. Some more food places. Then And that's this. Crazy Kyo, Amusement Game U. It's not a name, that's a Japanese name. Amusement Game U. Okay, is the stuff doing okay here? I guess you guys can be here one more time at least. Then Pleasure King area, which I have nothing in yet, so let's do it afterwards just to make sure that I have enough managers. I think I should have enough managers now, but... and security and managers to have at least one in a break all the time or something. And this was a food place. Such a Soviet Russian name, Amusement Game U. Is it a Soviet Russian? I guess. The only thing that came into my mind from that was the Japanese use of English as a commercial thing. Like, they do have some very weird stuff. Like, when I've watched some YouTube channels where they live in Japanese and just comment or show some things from there, the commercialized English in use there is quite special. Quite special. It's kind of very cool, but very special. In Soviet Russia, EU, etc. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, you guys suck. I guess I have enough now people that can go and do these sort of things. Yeah, I have even Nugget. How could I forget Nugget? But at the time when I first got all of these, I just didn't have as many yet. But at least now I have a better situation. Not necessarily very great guys in here, but... Then here... This actually gives a lot of cash. Yeah, this place is a money grab place, so to speak. Lots and lots of cash. And my little nugget. Our best manager is Shiken again. Shame he's in the security. Yeah, totally. I think our buildings would be extremely safe if we had Shiken as a guard. Totally. Very, very good. Go, Chicken. Sure. You are already on duty, though. Sure, you go. Sure. Then just collection in everywhere. What does he say? What does Kiryu say with that? Gangajue and so on. What does it mean? Wonder. Look, I've seen people being chased around by a Canadian cheese. A chicken would work. It would work. I can just think, to be honest, what came into my mind from that too is the fact that, well, if someone went and did manage to win against Nugget, and then it would be a headless chicken, it would still scare anyone away, but it would be running around without a head for a while. So, but I don't know why that came into my mind, but just did. Are you going to play nice, or do we have to get Nugget? Yes, indeed. My goodness. All right. Okay. She looks strange. What's that odd-looking woman doing? Is she checking out the office? Come to think of it, there was that call. A woman with bobbed hair is coming from the Regional Taxation Bureau. So that woman must be from their investigation department, Marusa. They're the taxation experts that investigate companies for tax evasion. She's one of them. My god, she's one of them. Kiryu knows how to save game by phone, but he has no idea what to do when he drinks. Suspicious, very much indeed. This person is suspicious, and that is a good thing to notice, yes. Doesn't know what to do when he drinks. Marusa agent? Well, let's go talk to our Marusa agent.
Oi.
Hey, are you maybe... question mark? What is it? Are you, Marusa? Marusa? What do you mean by Marusa?
Yeah.
Well, you have a bob haircut. You must be the woman who called me, aren't you?
Huh?
What are you saying? I'm not Marusa. My name's kind of close, but... Okay, you are not Marusa then. I'm hungry. Okay. She ran off then. She just ran off. That was... I'm hungry didn't have anything to do with the fact that your name is similar, but not Marusa. Weirdo. Okay. Okay. I'm the one from Marusa, Kiryu-san. You are? Yes. Sorry for not introducing myself sooner. I am Agent Marue of the Regional Taxation Bureau Criminal Investigation Department, aka Marusa. So, you are the one who called me. You wanted to talk to me about something. Yes. I was hoping to ask you something, Kiryu-san. What's that? Kiryu-san, I need your assistance in a delicate matter. What kind of assistance? You mean Marusa needs help? Precisely, Kiryu-san. Have you had any dealings with your neighbor Makuro Enterprises in the office next door?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know the name of the business until now. Good. That's ideal. We are investigating Makuro Enterprises for tax evasion. Really? Tax evasion? Shh! Keep it down. We were tip-off on Makuro's infraction by an informant who has dealings with them. Our source promised to deliver evidence to back it up, but then we lost all contact. Your source might have been silenced. Forever. I am afraid so. I need to get the goods on Makuro Enterprises, but if I did it myself, Makuro might notice a stranger sniffing around and become suspicious. But if you were seen with me, his next-door neighbor, your presence can't be explained. That's why you want my help with this. Nice. I couldn't have put it better. You catch on fast.
Yeah.
I get the picture, but I don't really have much of a stake in this. Nope, you are not obliged in any way. But if you were to offer assistance, you won't regret it. In more ways than one, I would imagine. Or think, even. What's that supposed to mean? Don't at least get any crazy ideas, okay? Like in some other times of those unimaginable things. Of what those sort of things might mean. You are taking on the 5 billionaires, right? That's on top of figuring out how to run a business. Not too easy for you, is it? How do you know that? I'm with Marusa, remember? That's nothing compared to the kind of information we work with. Here's the deal. Help me, and I'll help you with your business. Not a bad deal, is it? You are serious? Yup. I know the industry inside out. My support invaluable, wouldn't you say? True. ... So, decision time. Will you help me investigate Makuro Enterprises quietly? Sure, we can help her. Does Kiryu even pay taxes? Kiryu doesn't probably even worry about such a thing. It's the business that is taking care of those, probably. We were informed there's a bunch of Sato-sans in the area. That's true, but I was just like wondering, was it Kiryu or was it Majima? Because now I'm thinking that maybe it was Majima? But I don't know. Which one was the responsible for raising taxes? It is a good one. I don't remember which one it was. That's a problem. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that Majima, yeah. Probably was Majima. But yeah. Okay, agree to help. Fine. Tax evasion is a serious crime. I'll do my part for the good of society. Good. We have a deal. Hey, Marusa lady. Yes, Kiryu-san. By the way, I told you my name is Marui. We're so close. Marui-san, you are kind of close. It's a brilliant cover, though. By pretending to be a couple, we can loiter without arousing suspicion. Alright. What's the matter, Maruisa-san? Shh, quiet. It's Makuro. The head honcho from Makuro Enterprises is coming. Hey, he's staring at us. It's okay. We're just a couple on a date. You're not actually saying that. You're just talking that with your eyes somehow, hypnotically trying to talk to me that it's okay. We're just a couple on a date. Intense close-up indeed. Telepathy. Yes, but just go with it. Just go. Kiryu-kun, I love you. Huh? Hey, what gives all of a sudden? I don't love her. Play along, will you? We have to convince him we're a couple in love. Come on, Kiryu-san, you need to perform. Going for a kiss. Well, I wonder if she would like that. That would definitely, like, gaze at her ardently isn't definitely enough. But because I know she isn't really thinking about that the kiss would be a great idea, but I'm so tempted to go for that for some reason. It's like, I think it will go poorly. And then I wanna go in for a kiss. Embrace eternity. Let's do it, just for the fun of it. Let's see what happens. Do it. Marui-san, I can't hold back anymore. The music. Perfect music. And we are just squinting our eyes. This is such a funny music to listen to. You like have to. Saxophone intensifies pretty much. Okay. Wow, Kiryu-san? Close up of the mouth. Jazz band happened to pass by. Yeah, jazz music always tells us that we are on the right path, definitely. So stop that! Slow down! I'm not ready to take this step. Hey, Marui-san. So sorry, it's been so long since I've been with anyone. I didn't need to know that, but I overdid the acting thing. Sorry. Wait, what about Makuro? Hey buddy, it's a process, you know. You can't just jump to the best parts. Good, thank you for the advices. Kiryu is a little bit rushed. He's kind of like just rushing into things, indeed. Tax his lips.
Hi.
Yeah. At least he's not suspicious. Huh? Wait a second, you are... Uh-oh, does he suspect something? Ah, you're from the office next door, aren't you? I've seen you going in and out. Yeah, I go in and out a lot of the office. Yeah, I'm Kiryu. I was recently put in charge here. Sorry for not introducing myself sooner.
Oh,
I'm Makuro. I'm in a real estate, and no, I should have introduced myself sooner too. Anyway, Kiryu-san, I'm impressed you are the man in charge at such a young age. You must bring a lot to the table.
yeah.
No, it was really just circumstantial. The Modesto, listen, may I invite you to my office for some tea? I'd like to get to know my neighbor.
Nani?
Huh? Oh, wait, I shouldn't be interrupting your fun. Sorry, that was inconsiderate of me. This guy giving romantic advices, yep, and people in background just turns around unsuspiciously. Interrupting our fun. Oh. President Makuro, please pay me no heed. I'm President Kiryu's secretary after all. That's incorrect. That just gives a really bad picture of us going and starting to get closer to our secretary. Why did you have to say something like that? That's just horrible thing to say. Besides, we have someone else completely as our secretary, so that's just so mean.
Eh?
What? Kiryu-san, you are dating your own secretary? That must be nice. Fine then, apparently it's nice that I'm dating this secretary, apparently. Fine. Nice, must be. Oh, I really have to get to know you better, Kiryu-san. Please, do come for a visit. I don't know. Kiryu-san, this is the perfect opportunity. Huh? We've gained entry into Makuro Enterprises. I know you were the right man for the job, Kiryu-san. Oh, right. That's true, but what if your cover's blown? Danger comes with the territory. I'll do whatever it takes to expose Makuro's shady dealings. Heh, got it. I'm in this with you to the end. Is something wrong?
Yeah.
No, we were just saying we should take you up on your kind offer and visit your office. Oh, I see, then please, this way. And so we go to the office. And yeah, a lot of telepathy. They just talk telepathically, just like eyes just getting those messages. Oops, there's no one here. The staff and even my secretary are out. No matter, I can prepare the tea myself. Have a seat and make yourself comfortable. I like it hot and steamy. What a statement. You could think so much from that. Hot and steamy. I guess tea is at least hot. Steamy? Though, bet you do. Okay, hot and steamy it shall be. I guess that's like that it would take as long as possible, but a bit strange. This is our chance to search the office. Yes, this is our chance to search the office.
Oi.
Are you sure about this, Marui-san? There's no telling when Makuro will come back. Kiryu-san, tell me, what's he doing now? Making our tea. A standard teapot's capacity is between 400 to 600 milliliters. To prepare tea for 3 and some refills, he would need 2 pots. So he needs to boil a liter of water. I don't know, I guess they really have small teapots. I'm so certain that a teapot can have enough water for 3. That's just inaccurate in my opinion, but fine, whatever. I guess you know Japanese teapots. Well, I guess that's the problem. Japanese teapots would be a little bit different than for me. But like for me it feels like that's weird. Sure. To boil a liter of water in a kettle takes about 4 minutes on high heat. That man likely gets his secretary to make tea, so he'll need time finding the tea leaves. All in all, we have about 7 minutes to conduct the search before he returns without tea. follow. Probably 6 minutes because we're talking about a minute at least. Maru says something else. Oh, this isn't so much Maru says, it is just common sense. Also, rather than working those comms, how about getting busy? I doubt financial statements will mean anything to you, Kiryu-san. Look for anything suspicious instead. Got it. This is so suspicious. There's a talisman ward of evil behind this calendar. Is this place okay? File documents and books. They don't appear to be suspicious. Is this suspicious? The sofa looks comfortable, but there's nothing suspicious about it. Why not? These lockers are locked, of course. Wow. This video rack. Is there something odd about it? Is there something wrong about it? Well, there's a lot of videotapes that are not protected in any way. They're only in the last spot. I guess there might be something wrong about it. I don't know. My tip would last me for 2 to 3 days. Well, let's not search apartment and just talk about it. Indeed, talking is better. I don't know. Maybe there is something wrong. Can I check it again if I say something, nothing wrong now, and can I check it again if I need to? I don't know. I wonder. Who uses them these days, those video things? I do have some videotapes still in my parents' place, and I do have a videotape player there, so I can basically still watch videotapes. But yeah, of course, this game is placed in the 80s, so in that time, those were definitely a commonplace. So, But yeah, I do still have some tapes, not here in my place, but in my parents' place. So, still have at least that option in existence. Well, I'll say something wrong because I don't know if I can check this again. You have also some old tapes and a VCR. I had some in my grandma's place, but not in my house. I think I watch more VHS than DVD movies, to be honest. I don't know. For me, it depends. Definitely a lot of both. Maybe more VHS tapes. Very difficult to say, to be honest. Of course, I have some old Disney movies, like I have Cinderella as a VHS tape, and Aladdin movies, and Lion King. And then I also have the, I don't know how many knows that, but like one dinosaur animated movie. What was it in English called? Infinity's maa-aikojen alussa. Time before something. Land before time, yep. Yep, that one. It's a really good movie. I loved it as a kid. Thus, I also loved dinosaurs. That was a very good one. It was awesome. I still have that videotape. So, that's cool. Definitely the first movie is though better. The rest of them are, like, they're okay, but the rest of them are just like, well, because it was popular, then there was more stuff. But the original story is the best. You threw out 250 to 500 CDs, huh? Yeah, VHS is even before that, yes. Then again, I was super into dinosaurs back then. So was I. I do like dinosaurs a lot. I still have somewhere in my parents' place like mountain that, like volcano mountain that came with little dinosaur items. And then when you pressed a button on top of the mountain, it was like a big roar, like a Tyrannosaurus Rex or something. Tyrannosaurus Rex roaring. Look, when I have vinyl records, those are old. Well, like vinyl records I don't have. Well, I have one that is just decoration thing. but like nothing else. But those I really don't have. I have a lot of CDs because like I got them as a teenager when I was listening to Linkin Park's first CD and stuff like that. So Grandma's place has them. Gotcha. I think, like, I remember, I don't have any idea what they would be called, but I think, or I know that my parents also had some device that was able to play, like, almost like VHS tapes, but they were smaller. But then it broke, and there was some little thing that I was really liking to watch, and I couldn't watch it then anymore. But it was like when I was maybe 4 years old or something. But I remember that there was some weirder device that wasn't a VHS tape, because the things that were played on it were smaller. But I have no idea what it was then, what it would be called. So, no idea. But okay, sure, something wrong. Before I go into just talking more about weird stuff. What's odd about it? I don't know. It is kind of, is there even a videotape player here? Its location, the video collection, its presence. It is kind of weird that it is present here. Like, is there a tape player here anywhere? I got player for those as a child. No idea of its English name. Vinyls are of course used, but I've never used a vinyl. Well, I can't say never, but almost not at all. Kira just zones out for 5 minutes to think about dinosaurs and stuff. Yeah, I had some music on those. Let's see. Its presence.
Oi.
Marui-san, don't you think the video rack is odd? Odd? I don't see anything odd about it. There's nothing wrong with the video rack itself, but it's strange that it's here in this room at all. It being here is odd. There isn't a player here. Definitely not. Oh, you are right, there's all these videos, but neither a TV nor a VCR to play them on. To be honest, I couldn't really see that, but I was thinking that I didn't think there was, and which offices would have them? Right, it's too bulky to be just placed here on a temporary basis. Besides, there's dust here that shows it hasn't been moved recently. There's something clearly unnatural about this video rack. Kiryu-san, that's on the money. They must be hiding something in these videotapes. You're probably thinking about 8-track tapes, Caesar. At least that's what it sounds like to me. I don't know what those would exactly... Well, I have those really small tapes, but those were then, of course, the tapes like that I have still tape player for music in my like CD player, which I got as a teenager. I still have the same CD/tape player because, well, it's not like there's any need for me to replace it if it still works. But yeah, well, I don't know. It's different. But yeah, the thing that I was at least talking about is different. The one that I said that I have no idea what it is, but I don't know. I don't have any idea, to be honest, what that thing was. But yeah, on the money. To think he would hide evidence in plain sight in his office. Macro's bold, I'll give him that. So, if you were to examine these videotapes... Kiryu-san, sorry, but can you open the door for me? I'm holding a tray. ... exclamation mark. Sure, I'll get it. It was quicker than expected. See? You were talking about, oh yeah, this and this. We had hardly any time. We chatted it all away. What will we do? You know where to look now, so maybe we should come back another time. No, I can't risk having him move the evidence. We are settling this now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Macro's back. We can't keep searching. True. I don't have any choice. It's time for the last resort. The last resort? Okay.
Oh, sorry to keep you folks waiting. I usually get my secretary to serve tea, so I had to track down the tea leaves.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Speaking of, why isn't your secretary taking a seat?
Oh, I'm sorry for any awkwardness. I threw out my back and sitting is simply agonizing. I think I read that incorrectly. I guess she had hurt her back.
Oh, that's rough. I know how bad it is to throw out your back.
That sounds so weird. Throw out your back. That doesn't sound correct. I don't understand that. Quick, knock him out. Maybe that's the last resort. I was thinking about sleeping pills. Yes, so I would much prefer to stand. Please don't mind me. ... Remember what I just told you, Krison? Keep macro focus on you while I examine all these video cassettes.
There's no way this is going to work. He should know this.
You can do it, Kirison. You are a man with the balls to do this, and Marusa gets men by their balls. That's just a weird sentence, but okay. Good to know. What happens to woman then? That's my question. What happens to woman? Okay then, yeah. And again, this discussion with just our telepathic eyes, just conversationing without him realizing a damn thing. Trump would answer that, I am sure. Trump would probably answer that. Yeah, it does sound very Trumpish answer.
That made no sense. What's wrong? Can't take your eyes off each other.
Oh no, it's nothing. Oh no, it's nothing. Both of them saying, so can't really voice act both of them at the same time. Ah, no, it's nothing. Jesus Christ, flame.
It must be nice to be in love like that. Anyway, Kiryu-san, if you don't mind me asking, how did you get to be in charge of your own office at a young age?
Well, it's a little complicated. I was approached by this man. Oh my god, what is she?
Marison's got nerves of steel. If Macro were to glance behind him, we'd be toast.
Yeah, but I don't even understand what she's doing. I don't think that does anything. Like, that accomplishes pretty much like zero. Just Google it. The compact cassette or musicassette, these things. Okay, interesting. Very inconspicuous. Very, very.
Oh, I see. It's amazing how a single chance meeting can change your life completely, isn't it? You're similar to distracted, Kiryu-san. Is something important in you?
You could say that. It just looks so stupid. Oh, that's just normal cassette tapes. Ah, okay.
Nani?
Huh? You think so? It's just... something seems to be distracting you a lot. What's bothering you?
But he's gonna look into the secretary if I say that my secretary is so hot. I thought I saw something. It's kind of like it doesn't say much, but then we're just going for flatter. You have great taste in clothes. So hot. She's cleaning crumbs off the floor, yeah. Oh, we do have a back rear view window or something view of her, so I guess that could be distracting. I don't know what to say though. Like, I think it's bad to say my secretary is so hot. You have great taste in clothes is like so just flattery. I thought I saw something, it's just like so nothing. So hot and steamy. Should I say my secretary is so hot? Because the second one is just a flattery. I don't like that. And then the first is just like, it's nothing. Like, if it would be an actual option, like it would say something, but I thought I saw something. Like, what? Then he's gonna go and look into there and wonder, like, what did you see? I guess the best might be that you have great taste in clothes, but, like... getting so distracted about just the fact of him having great taste in clothing. Would he start to be thinking that we're coming on to him? Yeah, but number 2 is you kind of mocking impossibly. He's one-colored. Yes, that's what I was thinking, that the second one seems the only one that is, like, directed to something that isn't, like, behind. And yeah, then again, not sure, because on the other hand, it's like, would he take that as a flattery? Even if he took it as just a flattery, I don't like doing just flattery. So it's like, fine, I'll go for my secretary is so hot. I don't know. Should I go for it? I don't know. I have no idea what to choose. Like, before I knew that I wanted to try to do the kiss, but in this case it's just like, it's I don't know. Decisions. Fine, let's go for this. My secretary is so hot.
Yeah.
What's in Maruya-san's body wiggle around is distracting. I think it's the most absurd one. Watching Maruya-san's body wiggle around is distracting. Oh wow. That's just like... Oh, so bad. You mean your secretary? ... exclamation mark. At least that is a mark for her to stand up, so... Looks like it's just standing there. Alright, you just can't keep your eyes off her, can you? I know what that can be like. When there's that and not much else on your mind. What a wording. He couldn't say it worse. Yep, that's indeed, like, he couldn't be saying it any worse. Some exercise for her. No transition whatsoever. Kneeling, then standing. Just pew. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. I'm totally in love. Hey, Kiryu, why would you direct his attention my way? Sorry, he caught me off guard. Oh, I'm looking down like so. Sad. Don't let it happen, Kane. Got it. Kiryu-san, I have to tell you, I'm impressed by how well your business is doing.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think we're doing anything too differently. How modest of you. I wish your success would rub off on us next door. The world being the way it is, the one with the money wins. Doesn't matter how they got it either. Doesn't matter at all. It feels like he's not really doing anything bad, but hey, who knows? ... question mark. Oh, excuse me. I got lost in my own thoughts here. Tell me, Kiryu-san, you are obviously well off, but is there anything you still want? Something I want? Let's see. A VCR. A woman. A house, maybe. I think a house is probably the answer I'm gonna say. Kiryu, bad dog indeed. Is putting the head down like a little doggy puppy. Like who did something wrong. I think VCR is the worst, because he knows himself that he has VCR tapes there, and it seems like a very strange thing to say that I want a VCR. Even though maybe it could be getting some more answers out of him for what those VCR tapes might be for. Woman, well, I already have that freaking lady over there, and then I'm just talking about ladies all the time, so... Why my secretary is not an option? I guess because we already got our secretary after all, so we just want some other woman too, I guess. Yep, a house maybe? A house, maybe. Oh, a house, you say? What sort of property are you considering? You really perked up there.
Oh, right, of course, you are in real estate. You forgot that. Comprehensive support for finding your dream property. You get it all at Makura Enterprises. So, what areas are you considering for your new home? Do you want a single family home or a condo? How much floor space would you like? Well, let's see.
I don't know what she's supposed to be able to get like that.
There, I kept Makura's attention focused on me. Marui-san, hurry. Well, I must say I am glad I finally got to meet you, Kiryu-san. I enjoyed chatting with you too. Yeah, same here. Makura's trying to wrap things up. Is Marui-san done? ...
I guess she seems very happy.
Ah, she wants more time? Oh boy, easy for her to say. Well, Kiryu-san, I enjoyed your visit, but I should be getting back to work now. Makura-san? Yes. How do I buy more time?
Read Makura's palm. Pretend to fall asleep. Ask for a handshake. Those are all so bad. Those are all so bad. I wouldn't choose any of those if I could choose. Not to choose one of them.
Just asking for a handshake. Like, is that just for the fact that, okay, I'll just, like, see how you seem like as a character overall. But that seems like we are kind of almost ready to leave. Would you like your fortune rate? I see the Alamo. Yeah, pretend to fall asleep. I don't know. I guess I can try this. Seems really bad though. But like this is almost like we're already leaving, and that is so just wrong too. So fine, I'll try and see if I can do anything. Read Makura's palm. You could try selling me aha water if you brought it in the first place. Yeah, that would probably work better. Trying to sell some aha waters. Sure. Actually, palmistry is a hobby of mine. May I do a reading, Makura-san? You want to do a palm reading on me? Yes, Makura-san, a person of your stature is sure to have very distinctive and unique palm features. Can it wait until next time? I actually have a meeting coming up. No, it has to be now. Oh, alright. Your palm. It has all the markings of great luck involving money. Oh, really? That's great. I hope my business will really take off. This line. Now this is interesting. Intriguing. Oh, Kiryu-san, what do you mean? Can you explain?
Oh my god.
Good, I bought her some more time. Well, Kiryu-san, thanks for visiting. Feel free to drop by any time for some tea. Yeah.
There. Gotcha. This is it.
What?
President Makuro, I found this punk book in a videotape. Interestingly, these numbers don't seem to match the revenue figures in your tax filings. Filings.
What? That's you. Are you from Marusa?
I was merely invited along as Kiryu-san's friend. But yes, coincidentally, I happen to work for the Criminal Investigation Department of the Regional Taxation Bureau. I'm rather dismayed that I stumbled upon evidence of your tax evasion on my private time.
Damn you, I'll kill you. that's going a little bit far. I don't think that's the best plan to be saying that you kill someone from that place. So that sounds pretty bad. Exclamation mark. You want to consider the consequences first? Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. If you kill me, you are guaranteed a life sentence. Stay on your best behavior and you might be lucky enough to get a parole in 30 years. How old will you be then? And that's the way she goes about it, like just saying like, okay, well, you will be caught and you have murdered someone, so you will be 30 years in prison. So she very much doesn't beg for her life. She must have gotten these sort of situations before. Coincidentally. Just happened to come across. If you are willing to stay caged that long, go ahead, kill me. Okay, well, she's definitely confident. Such a way to go and kneel down. Just looks a bit weird. Kiryu-san, thanks to you, we got evidence of Makuro's tax evasion. You did a great job keeping Makuro's attention away from me. You did better than I could have hoped. Heh, just doing my part for the country. Like I promised, I'll help you with your business, of course. I will expect to be compensated fairly.
Nani?
What? It's not free? Of course not. Besides, it's peanuts to you. In this day and age, money is flowing like water. I feel like I got the short end of the stick. Yeah. Gamuro's Real Estate Royale. Agent Marui from Maruza had joined your team as an advisor. Great. Well, she's good at doing the business especially, but pay so much. 8.8? That's like ridiculous pay for you, lady. And Kiryu-san, make sure your office keeps on filing your taxes properly. Got it? No arguments from me. I just got a first-hand demonstration on how scary Marusa can be. You know it. Crime doesn't pay. Yeah, you tell that to a Yakuza. Crime doesn't pay at all. I guess crime doesn't pay. Rather, would be the more appropriate sentence. That was scary indeed. This is for you. As thanks for your help, I want you to have it. You got a trouble finder. Watch your back. Marusa lurks everywhere, sniffing around wherever dirty money leaves its stench. You never know. Marusa could be watching you, out of sight, but never far away. Not scary. And this woman is just staring at us still. I guess she has a crush on us, this other woman, because she has red cheeks. She's not there anymore. Maybe she's a ghost too. Like that ghost with Machima. Definitely gone though. Have our businesses collected cash. Trouble finder, it must be beeping pretty loud with her around. Probably yes, I'd say. Let's see, trouble finder. This device is said to help find people around town who are in need of help. Yay. Okay. Cool. Then all of our goddamn businesses. And what about here? Some more. Neat. Actually, I guess I should maybe, I don't know. Some of these plays definitely wouldn't be worth using the new person that I hired though. So just so slowly going forward. This guy costs more than the amusement game you gives us too, but at least not too much. You had the 1 star, but like so high pay, like seriously. This guy is at least cheaper for that place. Sure, ability rank is a little bit higher, but still, it's just ridiculous. Ridiculous pay, she's asking. Was the staff okay? I think no, I didn't just change it. Laser King, sure, you come here to laser about. Actually, this was the electronic skins area, so let's put this goddamn guy in here. And then you need to be changed. Sure, you can go there. There! Good night and sweet dreams, Milan. Then, yeah, I understand. I'm not gonna be continuing too much longer with the stream either, so good night, sweet dreams. I hope you have a great week. Then didn't do this place yet. Gives a lot though, Cabaret Valentine. Makes me kinda miss our Machima's place. And it's a cabaret club. It was so much more fun. This place is definitely not worth this sort of a ranking. I'm kind of tempted to do it just because I want to see how much it gives, but to be honest, you do it just already so well, so why the heck would I do that? This really isn't even worth any of that money. Like seriously, this place sucks. Sucks. Patching a new Cosmos. That at least earns a lot. Thank you, Milan. And this place. And that's about it. Then we can put these to collect. And should we do something more for today, or are we gonna end here? That's pretty much the question, because I guess if we want to continue with the business side tomorrow, we could do it probably after a little bit of stories, just so that we are out of the nighttime. There's no probably sense of doing a little bit of story right now, so it's probably better left for tomorrow. At least we got like, I did shut way too much of a time away, to be honest. If you think about game-wise, we shut for a long while. But then we did still at least get the Electronic Kings area, which was cool. And then we got this task done, this side mission. So yeah, that was cool. I guess we can end here, because I do need to wake up relatively early for school then tomorrow, so I do need to try to go to sleep pretty early on. So I guess this is an okay time to end for today, so I'll just end the recording here, so thank you everyone for watching. We'll be continuing with more Yakuza and Tyranitan next weekend, of course. And I hope you guys enjoyed the stream here on Twitch streams and later on YouTube as well. And hopefully also the conversations that we had, even if they're not the most enjoyable subjects. Some of them more interesting than others, of course, like just knowing about some different mental problems, like the one that I talked about in the start and stuff like that. But in general, just, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and had fun overall, nonetheless, even if there was the bigger subjects as well. So indeed, hope you enjoyed here in Twitch streams and later on in YouTube as well. So thank you and see you for the next time.